It is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the NDTV World Summit 2025.
I look to the lights and the colour and the joy of Diwali in the same way that I look to Australia's relationship with India.
We are hosting the World Summit at the iconic Bharat Mandapam, a venue that reflects the ambition and scale of New India. Modi ji, this convention center reflects your mantra of Sankalp se Siddhi, an idea once imagined, now realized. One of the largest and most sophisticated conference venues in the world, the Mandapam stands as a powerful symbol of India's ability to think big, build at monumental scale, and to welcome the world as one family, as we say in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. So what does Diwali shopping in Delhi look like,
I was at Khan Market this morning, which was good. But actually, probably for me, the more important thing is the mithai.
Anyone who knows India appreciates it's got a riotously free media, it's got a robustly independent judiciary, and it has completely free and fair elections, and that's democracy.
Since its establishment, NDTV has been a prominent news organization and a platform for vigorous public discourse.
भारत आज रुकने के मूड में भी नहीं है. हम न रुकेंगे, न हम थमेंगे.
At NDTV, we are inspired by this spirit as we bring the world to India and take India to the world. Sir, as you're aware, we are building a new NDTV for a new India. A marquee global media powerhouse that reflects the dynamism, innovation, and global ambition of the nation itself. Just as India is evolving, emerging, and expanding on the global stage, NDTV is transforming to set the agenda, drive debate, and amplify the voice of New India.
Help us understand, do you think India will be able to stand its own ground when it comes to challenges in the future?
Okay, I don't mean to force it back to my topic, but honestly, if the only way to have bargaining power is to have some unique cards to play, right? One unique card that we have to play is a relatively youthful population and an extremely large market that people want access to. We're using that card. We can use it better. I'm sure my friend, Mr. Jaishankar, would be a better person to address that question too. But the second thing I would say is, if we don't have our own science and our own scientific prowess, we're always going to be hostage to somebody else who has a better set of cards to play. So we better get our scientific act together. Otherwise, I think it's going to be very hard to be a superpower of any sort. That's just the reality.
Students, these are young people from extremely marginalized backgrounds. I was looking at some of their profiles. Their parents are all they come from extremely poor backgrounds, and also all of them are first-generation graduates. In fact, all of them are the first in their families to go to college, and all of them now have companies of their own, or they are into some form of invention. Innovation is core to their existence. They also have entered professional courses. Many of them are also looking at doing their masters.
Lovely. Now, talking of co-stars, you worked with Nicole Kidman as well. And, it's very important that one explores the genres and the industries. Of course, at the end, you're acting, whether you're here in the Hindi film industry or in Hollywood. When you worked with her, what were the exchanges then, and what was your takeaway working with Nicole Kidman?
My takeaway working with Nicole Kidman is that she is an icon. I mean, for all the right reasons. It's like she walks into a room and the air gets sucked out of it. But beyond that, what I thought was really amazing was that she had the sincerity of like a young actor, you know. In fact, I didn't see some of my younger co-actors have that kind of sincerity where they were like prepping before a scene and, you know, ad-libbing before getting into a shot. And she would often just be like, shooter, why can't you pass me the thing? And then some, and like just kind of getting warmed up before a take. And she was just, I think, extremely generous to work with. It can be an intimidating environment. I've been asked this before working with Tabu, like how were you not intimidated? And I think I would credit it to these stalwarts, you know, because it's kind of like the ball is in their court to make you feel comfortable when you're a young actor and you're kind of almost punching above your weight in a way. And they're amazing people to work with. I mean, I hope 30 years down the line, I'll have the same enthusiasm and the same kind of free spirit and the same sincerity that they have after all these years of working.
After my PhD, I was dancing, but then there was this pandemic, you guys might have heard of, and then I couldn't dance with humans. And dance is a form of communication, and we need other humans to express ourselves. And because I didn't have that in isolation, I thought, well, robots don't get COVID. Maybe I'll start programming a robot. And I would just, from 7 a.m. till midnight, stay in a deserted theater all day long, just programming the robot. And it became this bizarre companion. I mean, bizarre in the concept of it, but it was my companion from 7 a.m. to midnight throughout the pandemic. It definitely hung out with me more than any human. And now it's grown, and it's so special to share this because some of my most personal and vulnerable performances are with the robot, because I get to explore my own memories and I get to have conversations with people who may have passed away. That would be very hard to explore that with another human, because I see you, I feel you, I'm dancing with you. It's hard to explore my own personal memories, but with the robot, I can go there. And so that's why it's so special to share this with all of you.
Special privilege to welcome a leader to the NDTV World Summit 2025, whose journey embodies both the promise of modern democracy and the turbulence of our times. He once confessed to a group of school children that as a boy, he wanted to grow up to be a Jedi Knight. This evening, I suspect that we will hear how that childhood ambition of becoming a Jedi translated into navigating Britain through one of the most turbulent periods of recent history, and how it connects with the theme of our conclave, Edge of the Unknown, Risk, Resolve, Renewal.
You know, you have very deep links to this country, obviously, you know, not just through Akshata, but your in-laws as well. Could you tell us a little bit about those linkages which have been so important for you in your life, and how you've balanced those with, you know, being a British Prime Minister?
Well, first of all, good evening, and good evening to everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with you all. Look,
Mr. Sunak, I'm half convinced if you fight an election somewhere in India, there's a good chance you may win.
There's no danger of that, don't worry, Rahul. I'm perfectly happy in the UK Parliament. Look, India means an enormous amount to me, but it also means a lot to the UK. I think our two countries are inextricably linked by ties of history, of culture, of family, and increasingly economically as well. But for me, my story, I'm of Indian heritage. My family came to the UK from India via East Africa, and I was raised by Hindu faith being a very important part of my upbringing. And that's why when I first became a member of parliament, I took my oath of office on the Bhagavad Gita, and I always had in Downing Street, both as Chancellor and as Prime Minister, a little Ganesh on my desk in Downing Street. And even now when I'm back visiting my parents at home, I'll visit the mandir where I grew up. But you touched on it in your introduction. Then I also met my wife, Akshata, who is of course Indian. And even though she's South Indian and I'm Hindu Punjabi, so there was some learning to do on both sides. Although thankfully not as dramatic as that movie Two States, which I thought was on reflection a good thing.
It's an honor, madam, to have amongst us the anthropologist amongst political leaders, the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Dr. Harini Amarasuriya. Namaskar, Ayabovan, Vanakkam. Madam Prime Minister, I'm going to try a bit of Sinhala with the help of Google. India Vata Sadarayana Piliganimu, which is welcome to India, welcome to the NDTV World Summit. Powerful memory of your time here. Is there a Hindi film? Is there food that you ate here that you miss dearly?
Yes, Chola Bhatura. I
Chola
love
Bhatura.
Chola Bhatura.
And a Hindi film?
And Hindi film. The first Hindi film that I ever saw was Abhiman, and that was in Sri Lanka, and I loved it, and I still love it.
Abhiman.
Abhiman.
All right. Thank you. You speak a little Hindi, ma'am?
Toda, toda.
Thoda, thoda Hindi. Becoming a Prime Minister, who understands society better? Does an anthropologist understand society better, or politicians are smarter at understanding society?
See, the purpose of understanding something is also to transform it. So I think being an anthropologist and a politician, that gives me an added advantage. Not only do I get to understand the world better, but I can also play a part in transforming it. So, yeah.
All the knowledge of studies gets into actual transformation. My last question for you, we have a small gift for you as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
You know, a young Harini Amarasuriya, that's very, very young, but what would Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya like to tell a young Harini Amarasuriya? Or what do you think she would have thought of you if she saw you on the stage?
I think she would not have believed this, but this is what I would want to say to the young Harini there, to seize any opportunity that comes your way. Life is not a linear path. Unexpected things happen, and you have to take it. I think that's what risk is all about. That's what leadership is all about. So you take the risk and you go with it, and amazing things can happen.
Decisive leadership is never easy. It demands courage, and it comes with its fair share of costs. You have proved time and again that no matter what the risk, Modi ko darana मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन भी है।
11 वर्ष पहले तक देश के 125 जिले 125 से ज्यादा माओवादी आतंक से प्रभावित थे, और साथियों आज ये संख्या सिर्फ 11 जिलों तक सिमट गई है। आप जानते होंगे कितना कुछ करना पड़ा होगा, और उसमें भी 11 में भी अब सिर्फ 3 जिले ही ऐसे बचे हैं जो सबसे अधिक माओवादी आतंक की चपेट में हैं। साथियों, बीते दशक में हजारों नक्सलियों ने हथियार डाले हैं। मैं आपको पिछले 75 घंटों का आंकड़ा देता हूं, ओनली 75 आवर्स। मैं जानता हूं ये मीडिया का मेन न्यूज नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे जीवन का एक बहुत बड़ा संतोष का विषय है ये। इन 75 घंटों में 303 नक्सलियों ने सरेंडर किया है। एक जमाने में जिनका 303 चलता था ना, आज वो 303 सरेंडर हुए हैं। और ये कोई सामान्य नक्सली नहीं है। किसी पर 1 करोड़ का इनाम था, किसी पर 15 लाख का इनाम था, किसी पर 5 लाख का इनाम था। और ये सारे के सारे इनके नाम पर इनाम घोषित हुए थे। इन नक्सलियों से बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में हथियार भी पकड़े गए। ये सारे लोग बंदूकें छोड़ करके, बम छोड़ करके भारत के संविधान को गला लगाने के लिए तैयार हुए हैं। और जब संविधान के लिए पूर्ण समर्पित सरकार होती है ना, तब गलत रास्ते पर गया हुआ व्यक्ति भी लौट करके अपने आंखों को उस संविधान पर टिका देता है। अब वो विकास की मुख्य धारा में आ रहे हैं और ये लोग स्वीकार कर रहे हैं कि वो गलत रास्ते पर थे। 5-5 दशक बिता दिए, जवानी खपा दी, लेकिन उन्होंने जो सोचा था वो परिवर्तन नहीं आया। अब ये भारत के संविधान पर विश्वास करते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे। साथियों, कभी ही मीडिया की हेडलाइंस हुआ करती थी, छत्तीसगढ़ के बस्तर में ये हुआ वो हुआ, एक पूरी बस को उड़ा दिया, इतने सुरक्षा बल के जवान मारे गए। बस्तर ये माओवादी आतंकियों का, नक्सलियों का गढ़ हुआ करता था। और अब आज मैं उसी बस्तर का उदाहरण देता हूं। आदिवासी नौजवान बस्तर ओलंपिक का आयोजन करते हैं और लाखों नौजवान बस्तर ओलंपिक में आकर के खेल के मैदान में अपनी ताकत दिखा रहे हैं। जहां डेवलपमेंट और डिग्निटी साथ साथ चले, जहां गति भी हो, नागरिकों की गरिमा भी हो, जहां इनोवेशन का उद्देश्य केवल एफिशिएंसी नहीं बल्कि एम्पैथी भी हो, करुणा भी हो। हम इस सोच के साथ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
Thank you so much. It's a huge honor for all of us to be over here, the NDTV World Summit.